Hello everyone, welcome back to Bangkok, Thailand. I'm going to have a little chat with you again today. I feel like I want to talk about why I moved to Thailand, a little bit on how I moved to Thailand, and yeah man, I don't even know where I am at the moment. This is one of the cool, well straight away, this is one of the cool things about Thailand. You can go down any little road and it's just like you're exploring the area. Don't know where it's going to take you. You're in this jungle of Bangkok. Anyway, we'll go wherever it takes us. So before I get on to why I love Bangkok and why I decided to move here, we should probably talk about why I wanted to leave the UK. I was doing a 9 to 5 in the UK. I don't know how long I was doing it, maybe like 4 or 5 years, since I was like 19. And I hated it. I hated the commuting, getting on the old C2C train. Oh God, if anyone knows the C2C trains in England, Southend to London, Fenchurch, pain in the arse that is. Used to wake up at like 5:30 in the morning and then get home about 8 PM, maybe 9 PM. It depends if the trains are working. I hated it. I guess we'll go down here. I'm in some random housing estate here. Yeah, London was quite exciting for me at first. Coming from, I'm from Essex, by the way. And when I first started working in London, it was really exciting. I was like, oh, this is so cool. Like, it's just the buzz of London. It was really exciting to me. And that soon wore off. London, I'd probably say, is a shithole. Not so much the place is very nice, but it's just not a very welcoming place. And I don't know, it's hard to put it into words. I just didn't feel good. Felt stressed. Felt like crap. That's a bloody nice house, isn't it? I bet that goes for, that's probably like 10 million baht, this house, I would have thought. Some good stuff down here though. So yeah, England wasn't working for me. Didn't feel comfortable there, especially with the new political stuff that's going on in England. I don't know what the hell's going on with England at the moment. There's too much of this woke stuff. And it's also like you have to be left or right. If you're something in between, you're the enemy. You can't have a viewpoint that doesn't align with either side. It's like you're either this or that. So I just didn't feel happy there. I needed to move on. So I started looking into Asia. I knew I wanted to do something. I was thinking I don't really want to go Europe because Europe's kind of more the same as England, I suppose. It's probably not, but that's what I was thinking. And my first thing I wanted to try was actually Japan. I wanted to go to Japan. And Japan, I've quickly found out I couldn't do because I have no university degree, got a little bit of college. I'm pretty sure I'm going to a dead end here. Yeah, I had no, to thrive in Japan you need to have a university degree. It's just one of those things. Let's walk back here. So Japan was off the list, and then I looked into Thailand. And Thailand was the next obvious thing to try. It looked amazing, weather's nice, you know, all stuff like that. So I just went for it. I quit my job in London. Had a little bit of money saved, had about 2 grand saved. And then I just went off. Now, I'd then done 2 months in Thailand after quitting my job. And I quickly found out you need to have a source of income. That £2,000 I saved went quick. In fact, I got the 2 months and I was expecting to do an extra 30-day extension. And yeah, I just ran out of money, so I needed to go back home. And then when I went back home, I felt like I've left my home. I just couldn't forget the life I've been living for 2 months, and to come back to England and jump back into a 9 to 5, grovel for my job back, be like, oh, I'm back now, can I, you know, I failed, can I have my job back please? It was a really depressing prospect. But luckily, this is where I'm lucky. I know it's easy for me to say just move to Thailand, but I happen to fall into a position where I got a new job. I do graphic design, and we could do it remotely. Luckily for the place I was working, had a lot of international clients, and for me to work outside of UK hours actually worked really well. So that's what I was doing. But even getting comfortable with that didn't last forever. During COVID, that business, it just didn't work out. It was mainly to do, the graphic design stuff I was doing was like tourist driven. And obviously COVID, that fucked up. Yeah, so that was no longer an option. And this is my most important point that I can make to anyone watching this right now, which I wish I knew when I was younger. Save, oh, there's people up there. Sawadee krap, hello. Yes, the most important point, which I wish I knew as a younger bloke, save money. Saving your money is the most important thing you could ever do. You think about all the money I made since I think my first job was like, God, I think I was 15. Used to work in a garden centre for, used to get 20 quid for the weekend. And I think we all make excuses saying it's, I know it's hard to save money, especially if you're in debt, if you've already got a family or a kid. I know it's kind of really hard, but if you're actually honest with yourself, I think you can squeeze it a little bit. You think how much money you're wasting on a Friday night going up the pub. Oh, fuck. Oh my God. It's cold actually. Right, I've just been editing that video. And my God, I was waffling on towards the end. Probably was at the start as well. And I didn't really get my point across. I guess what I'm trying to say is I lost my job in 2020, and I started investing and saving money in 2018. First time in my life. I've always lived paycheck to paycheck, and I started saving, investing in 2018, and I can't put into words how much that saved my ass when I lost my job in 2020. So I guess what I'm trying to say is don't leave all your eggs in one basket. I guess I see money as a tool. It's a tool that you should be using now, so hopefully later in life that money will be working for you eventually. You've got to ask yourself, do you need that new iPhone? If your phone still works, why do you need to buy a new phone? Unless you're using the camera that's on that phone for vlogs or something, so you do need the new phone, but most people don't need a new phone. Do you need those designer clothes? I tend to only spend money if the thing I'm buying will appreciate in value eventually. Spend it wisely today and then reap the benefits tomorrow. And the next thing I would say is learn a skill. Something that, if you've got a plan, if you make a plan as early as possible, would be better. Once you get into your 30s, it's still possible, obviously, but if you're like 18 to 25, make a plan. Say, I want to go here. Learn a skill that's going to benefit or potentially give you work in that country. Now, probably the best thing to do is to learn the language of the country you want to go to. If you want to go to Thailand, learn Thai, Philippines, learn to speak Filipino, so on and so on. Oh, beautiful bird. I don't think the camera got that. If you can actually learn their language, you are a sought after person in that country. You really are. For me, I can't even speak Thai now. I've been learning. I actually went to school to learn Thai. I'd say I'm about 60% of the way there. I'm still trying. Again, this goes back to if you're younger, start early, because I do feel I never had the most brain capacity, but just learn the language and you'll find the opportunities will just be everywhere. But again, it goes back to not leaving all your eggs in one basket, because I can't speak Thai. I've been trying, been learning, but I also had the graphic design thing to fall back on and the investing to fall back on. And I'm very lucky because 2 of them have fell flat. I didn't learn Thai, and my graphic design stuff's fallen on its arse. And luckily I had the 3rd thing. So again, it always comes back to don't put all your eggs in one basket. You've got to diversify yourself with as many skills as you can get. I was never wealthy, and I'm still not wealthy, which just goes to show anyone can do this. Don't need to be super rich, you just need to get those few skills that are sought after online or the country that you want to go to. And the more stuff you have going, the more of a safety net you have, because at the moment my investments were great in 2020, 2021, they were so good. Now they're not that great now, I will admit, but I had that safety net there. I lost my job, I'm still in Thailand, but I had the safety net of my savings and my investments, which is better than nothing. Even though they did go down a lot, it's better than nothing. I always say that it's better to invest your money than spend your money. Even if it goes down, if you spent it, you would have had nothing. And times like these, this isn't financial advice, by the way, I'm not a financial advisor, but times like these are the best time to be investing. The whole world is down, the whole world is in a really terrible place at the moment. And most people would think, it's all a scam, or they think about all the people that lost money when they were buying really high. But the way you should see it is this is a huge discount. Everything's on discount at the moment. Prices that people would have only dreamed of getting a couple of years ago. And it's here. So, I don't know, not financial advice, but maybe make the most of it. You won't be able to find stuff this cheap again. So, what I say, just start saving. It might seem like it's a lifetime away. Oh my God, saving 100 quid a month, 200 quid a month, 50 quid a month. It's going to take me a lifetime to save, but after a year or two, that really does add up, and a year or two goes so bloody quick. Seems like yesterday I was celebrating my 21st birthday, and that was such a long time ago. And if I saved all my money since I was 21, God, man, I'd have so much money. But I'm not saying don't have fun. Obviously have fun, enjoy life, but you've got to get a little safety net. That is the most important thing. But if you really need to go and just travel, and you've only got enough money for like a week holiday or a month holiday, I'd say go for it. You never know what opportunities you'll find when you're out there. I've always thought that opportunities won't come to you. You have to go and put yourself out there in the world, and you'll find the opportunities. As an example, I went out, I was just out and about in Bangkok, and I bumped into some French bloke who was in real estate, and we were chatting for like an hour or two, just talking about life and stuff, and he practically offered me a job on the spot. He was like, we'll train you, and we'll get you rolling with real estate in Bangkok, which I turned down at the time because my graphic design stuff was going good, and I was like, I can't juggle all this. Man, I wish I still had his number. I wish I had his number. I never asked for it. Always ask for people's numbers if there's a prospect there. Yeah, man, I could do with that now. But it just goes to show, if you put yourself out there in the world, I would have never met that bloke if I was sitting at home in Essex. If you put yourself out there in the world, you'll be surprised at what opportunities you can find out there. But you just got to make that initial move to just get out. And the main thing is just to walk about with a positive attitude. If you walk around the city with a face like a slapped arse, you're not gonna, the universe is gonna give you that same energy back. Whereas if you walk about positive, happy, just friendly, the universe is gonna give you that same energy back. And you'll be surprised at what good opportunities may come up just from being friendly. So I think I'm going to leave the video with this. Don't be afraid to fail. What I'm doing now might not last. I mean, I've been doing this for 6 years now. It could fall flat on its arse. Maybe my investments will go bad. But at least I tried. And I'm gonna keep bloody trying. Because I ain't going back to that 9 to 5.